Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I've got another 3D flower nail design to show you. So if you guys would like to see how I achieved this set, then just keep on watching. So as usual, I already buffed my press-on nails and I also applied some nail cleaner. And now that both of those are done, I am going in with some base coat, just a nice thin layer of base coat. And then I am popping the whole set into the lamp for about a minute. And then once it's out, we can start working on our base colours. So for the base colours, I've got about 3 gel polish that I'll be using for today's video. This video is so simple and cute, and at first when I'm applying those gel polishes, it almost felt like it wasn't going to work. Like the colour combination wasn't very nice, and especially the colour that I'm using right now seems to be incredibly sheer, actually, not very, incredibly sheer, and I was quite worried what it was going to look like. But after 3 coats of that first baby pink kind of colour, it ends up looking so much nicer, especially when you take off the stand. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So that baby pink colour that we used for the thumb and the pinky, that's very sheer, is called French Beige Milk from Semilac. I've had this gel polish for absolute years. It's pretty much one of the first gel polishes I ever really got. And yeah, so it's a very old one. I don't even know if you can still get it on their website or anywhere else. I'm not too sure. I'm sure you can, but yeah, it's a very old gel polish that I've had forever. And to be honest, I've never used it. And it's probably because when I first apply it, it's literally looking so sheer and a bit crazy. So I probably always try to avoid it. But for today's video, I decided why not try something new. I have literally over like 200 gel polishes in my collection, and I always seem to be opting for the same colors, the whites, the nudes, and it's not just nudes, it's literally just the nude that I'm using in this video, and I've got so many different nudes, so I am trying to venture out and try some new gel polishes and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys will also see quite a few videos of colors that you probably have never seen before, and gel polishes that you've also probably never seen before too, which is a good thing, a bit of a variety on the channel, not just the nude and pink and sometimes blue sets of nails. So I'm quite excited to see what I can create with those. But when it comes to the nude gel polish, I'm using my favourite. It's called, it doesn't have a name, it's got a number. It's N17 from the company called Cloud Beauty. And on the bottle, it just says gel polish. So they're pretty simple bottles. I'm pretty sure that they literally have all sorts of different collaborations, or it's just like a manufacturer that just keeps selling these gel polishes with different company names, it feels like, because I have literally the same exact bottle. The design, everything's the same, but the actual name on the company on this one's called a Light 99, which is so funny. So that's kind of weird and funny, I guess. But yeah, that's the colour that I'm using. And then for the white, I'm using that same company called Cloud Beauty, and it's called, the number is 3007, and it's just a simple white, and I'm actually running out of it, so I have ordered a bit more of that one. It's quite my favourite. I don't know, it feels fairly pigmented and easy to work with, and it doesn't really spread anywhere in particular. It doesn't, it just goes where I want it and it stays there, which is what I love so much. But as you can see, I've applied 2 layers of that nude gel polish, and I applied 3 layers of that baby pinky French beige colour, whatever it was called. And now that they are all out of the lamp, I'm going in with a nail art brush, and I'm applying the white gel polish onto the index finger, and I'll be also applying it onto the ring finger, and we are basically creating a French tip. So I usually like to outline, just create a little dot in the middle where I want the French tip to basically end. And then I just draw one line going from one end and one line going to the other, joining them in the middle, and I've got my little French tip outline, and then I just colour in the bottom. So for this one, I like to, with my gel polish brush, nail art brush, I like to outline it and then colour in the top bit, because it's hard to go in with the nail art brush from the bottle and then colour in around those edges. And then I like to go in with the bottled brush and just finish it off at the bottom. But when we do the second coat of the gel polish, of the white gel polish, we are going to do the whole thing with the brush, because I feel like I have more control over what I'm doing that way. And I feel like if there's areas where there's, I don't know, it's not necessarily leveling out nicely and it's becoming a bit bulky and stuff like that, I'm able to have more control and just level it out that way. So I like to do that on the second layer. So that's what the set is looking right now, with our French tips drawn and coloured in. So the set is now going into the lamp, and when it's back out, we are doing the second layer of that French tip with the white. So it's literally simple. I'm just going over all of the white until I'm happy. And that's the French tip nail done. So with that French tip, I kind of wanted to keep this set kind of sleek and simple. Even though maybe some of you guys will probably say it's not as simple as I might think it is. But it's kind of like not really a lot is going on. It's a fairly simple set. It's quite delicate, but not at the same time. Like some of them you look and go, wow, they're very sleek and delicate, but then the other nails are like a bit whoa. Like the nail with the flowers, it feels like there's so much going on, but then it's next to two nails that are just very simple and sleek next to the two French nails. So it's a bit of a crazy set in a way, a bit of a mixture of things. But when it comes to those 3D flowers, I came across a little item called, well, I got them on Ali, and they are called 4D carving gels, and the company that I am using is E&A Powder Colors, I don't know, 9 gel it's called. It's just like a white little pot, and it's fairly simple, and I got on Ali. They're very cheap, so when I first got them I was a bit concerned that they won't be as good as I would have probably hoped them to be. But actually they are absolutely amazing. I am still due to order some proper like 4D carving gels from a proper company that, you know, do their stuff well, just to see if I can compare them and see what the difference is and what's actually worth getting. Is it actually worth getting the more expensive branded stuff? Is it more easier? Is it not? And then compare that to the AliExpress one and see which one's better. So that is definitely a video that I'll be looking into. I still don't know which company I'm going to use when it comes to these carving gels, but I still need to do my research basically. I haven't had a chance to do that just yet. But going back to the video, the whole set went into the lamp after the second layer of the French. I am now applying some top coat. So we are going to use glossy top coat across all those nails today. And then for the rest of those nails, we're going to apply some crystals. And of course, for the middle one, we're going to also apply some flowers. So for, I by accident touched that nail and had to go over it again with the top coat. So for the thumb and the pinky, we're going to keep it nice and simple, and we're just going to apply the standard placement for the crystals, and it's just right at the top of the nail, almost like a little rim at the top. And as usual, you're starting off with the biggest crystal in the middle, and then you're following that with two smaller ones from either side of that one, and just gradually going from the biggest to the smallest on each side of the nail, which causes a nice little, I don't know, I sometimes like to think that it's almost like a little tiara at the top of the nail. And we're basically doing that for the thumb, and we're also doing that for the pinky. So the crystals that I'm using in today's video from that pot is actually from Shein. I do have a lot of them from Ali too, but I just like this little pot because it has all the different sizes and already organized and stuff like that. And the pots that I have from Ali, well, I ordered a pot and then that's where I keep all the crystals I basically order from Ali. I don't always have all the crystal sizes because they're quite expensive in a way, and when you order one pack you get so much in a pack that it's like, whoa, I don't have enough space to hold all of those. So that little pot there has lasted me a very long time. It's almost coming to an end, but I believe I've had it for the past 2 months, and like pretty much all of the nails that I've been doing with crystals has been from that pot. So I think a good bargain I got there, and I think that pot was only like £1 or something. £1. Yeah, not too bad. So now we're onto the pinky. Applying those on the pinky. And then for the middle finger, we're going to do the same with the crystals first before we actually apply the flowers. I'm not sure if that's the way to do it, or if you're meant to maybe do the flowers first and then put the crystals in. I'm not sure. I haven't watched anyone do these before, so I'm kind of winging it and hoping that I'm doing it right. It's worked out so far for me, so maybe hopefully this is the right way. But for the middle finger, I'm going to place 3 different crystals, and that's going to be like the middle part of the flower, and I'm going to put the whole set into the lamp. And now that it is going to be out, we are then going to apply the flowers to those crystals, if that makes sense. I don't want the crystals moving about, and I kind of couldn't imagine where I'm going to place those flowers, so I thought putting the middle bits of the flowers down first will be the best kind of choice, and then we can work from there basically. So as you can see, I'm putting them on the sides of the nails, so we're not going to have a full flower, we're going to have half of flowers, and I'm going to have 2 almost at the top and then 1 right at the bottom. And right now that nail looks absolutely crazy, but trust me guys, it's going to look better in a minute. So there's a whole set is now done. We're going to pop that one into the lamp. And now that it is out, this is the carving gel that I'm going to use. And it doesn't really have a number of like what the color is. It's just a picture, like a shade on the bottle, or yeah, the pot. And as you can see, the color looks so much different on the pot, inside like the pot, than it does on the color of the on the top, like that sticker. So it's a bit misleading. When I first got it, I was a bit shocked that it was so neon, but we can make it work. So I'm doing a little bead with a dotting tool. So basically, again from the start, I'm scraping some of that carving gel with a dotting tool. I'm placing it on the palm of my hand, and make sure you're using gloves because you can get allergic to these type of things. So don't touch it with your normal skin. And trust me, I've been there. I've touched it with my normal skin. I don't know why my hands start to get red and itchy. So that's not a good sign, and don't do it. Do it with your gloves, please. And then once it's on my palm, I'm just scooping it up and making a little ball with my finger. And then I'm placing it onto the nail where I want it, and then using those silicone tools, I am popping it into that little pot, and in that pot I've got some just nail cleaner, and it just basically works as a little barrier, and it doesn't make that 4D carving gel stick to your brush, which is nice. And then I'm just pressing it down, and you want to make sure that with that silicone tool, you want to make sure that you pressing it at an angle. I feel like just practice makes perfect with this, because I'm not even perfect at this. This is probably like my 5th time I'm actually playing about with these carving gels, so I'm still very much learning. I'm not the best at it, but I feel like it didn't come out as bad as I thought. I feel like the very first video I've made that I've already uploaded, it's also got a French tip, I believe, in it, but it's got white flowers, I think. I feel like that one came out so much better than this one. But you know, we learn, we make mistakes sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. You have to do it at an angle, and I don't really know how to explain it. But I'm sure the moment you get yourself some of those carving gel, you will see what I mean. And sometimes I also don't know if I'm not putting like too big beads or they're too small. I don't really know. I'm still like really new to these, and I know that recently when I was going on my Instagram, there's this lady that constantly do lives about these like 3D or 4D, whatever they're called, carving gels, and she makes it look so easy. Like she does beautiful flowers, and they literally look like acrylic, but I've watched them before. I mean, watched them like probably for like 3 minutes just to see like what is she doing, and those literally carving gels. So it's definitely achievable. It's just practice. And once again, maybe it's literally because I'm using some cheap carving gel. Maybe I literally need some branded stuff. Like, I'll have to see and let you guys know. We can do like a comparison video and see what we can do from there. So right now at the top, I've got 2 flowers done now, and we can work on the bottom one now. That's the last flower. At the bottom, I decided to just put all 3 of those little petal things straight away before I started playing about with the silicone tool and pressing them down and making the flowers. And yeah, and then at the end of the video, because usually I make the first 5 fingers first before I film the other 5, because I want to make sure it's nice enough and it's worthy enough a video. So I will later on show you the other finger that I did before this video of that flower finger, and I feel like that one came out better than the one I'm doing in this video. And I'll also show you that they slightly change color, those flowers. So you'll see that when I compare it to the other finger I think it seems darker than the one I'm doing now. But now that I'm looking at this set in front of me whilst voicing this video, they're both the same shade. So I feel like maybe over time that color slightly fades down. I'm not sure. This is the first time I came across something that changes color. So the flowers are done. It went into the lamp, and now we are going in with some rhinestone gel from Macar, and we are going to apply some crystals just around those flowers. I think I applied about 3, just some random areas wherever it feels right, to be honest. There's no really right or wrong on this part. Just popping them in, and then the set can go into the lamp. And then after that, we can start applying some top coat, which is nice, so that we are basically coming to the end of this video. So that's what it looks like, going back into the lamp. And then we are now going in with our top coat. So like I said before, I am using some glossy top coat. So as you guys probably remember, we already applied some top coat on the 2 French nails, so the index and the ring finger. And then for the rest of the fingers, we haven't yet applied some top coat. So we're applying it on the thumb, the middle finger, and the pinky. Make sure you guys try and avoid the crystals as much as possible, because the top coat actually ends up dimming down the crystals, which is such a pain. And yeah, and I'm going to tell you guys right now that middle finger was a massive pain to apply top coat. It was so hard. You also don't really want to put it on your flowers. At least I don't think. I haven't tried. And yeah, I guess if you maybe if you were applied some top coat onto the flowers, maybe they'll become shiny and nice, because right now they're matte. Maybe create a nice little look. I'm not too sure. I haven't tried yet. Like I said, this is like my 4th, 5th time playing about with those flowers and trying them out and seeing how it all goes. But yeah, just applying that top coat. It's almost done. And then this is what it looks like. Popping that one into the lamp for the final time. And here are our final results. I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.